Lord of the Universe, starting with the fusion of Kryptonian blood. Chapter 101. This is a rare day off. Yimo thought about it. Since entering the Universe Lord world, he seemed to have not had a good rest. Today was a day to relax. During this period, as the leader of each star clan, Yimo was forced to drink and was dragged to dance. In the end, he was so drunk that he couldn't even tell the difference between the natural elf star clan and the rabbit ear star clan. He had a lot of fun. When it was night, the Queen Rabbit Rita took the initiative to help the drunk Yimo go back to the room to rest. Yimo didn't remember what happened later. He was drunk. Although Yimo's strength has improved, Yimo found that his alcohol tolerance is really not very good. It's just strange that after returning to the room, in addition to Rita's voice, she also heard the voices of Lilith and the three sisters Lingyun. What are these girls doing here? The next day, looking at the messy bed, Yimo was full of doubts. Was there a thief in the house last night? It seems that security work needs to be strengthened. The burglary can happen in the Lord's room. This is a major security risk. Yimo Hao saw a lot of girls' personal clothes on the bedside. Look, this stupid thief, not only stealing things, but also throwing other people's clothes everywhere. Yimo shook his head helplessly. The world is going downhill, so be careful when you go out. After breakfast and a good relaxation, Yimo reissued tasks to the space subjects. The natural elves and subordinate races were mainly responsible for the care and mining of resource planets. The Chingcho Fox clan and the Rabbit Ear clan, as the official races, plus a Godzilla, were the main force to go out and take back the space pirates' territory. With the demise of the space pirates, many of their resource points became ownerless. Yimo checked Heiyuan's memory and found that the space pirates had a lot of assets. There were 131 colonized planets alone, and more than 200 resource planets. This is not a small number. Taking back these resource points became Yimo's main task. If the space pirates were destroyed, his legacy should be mine. Especially on the mineral planets, high-energy minerals might be found there. The Chingcho Fox and Rabbit Ear clan did what they were ordered to do. Act separately. Every 10,000 to 100,000 people formed a team and headed towards the resource points marked by Yimo. As for the Rabbit Ear Star clan, Yimo intended to cultivate this race. As a formal race, they had a lot of room for promotion. Yimo asked the Chingcho Fox to lead some of the Rabbit Ear Star clan to kill monsters, and also let the Rabbit Ear Star clan do auxiliary work. For example, they helped the Iron Blood clan guard the remains of alien civilizations, and were responsible for the defense of resource points. The Rabbit Ear clan was also happy to carry out Yimo's orders. The Rabbit Ear clan, who had lived in the universe for a long time, knew very well that no one in the universe would keep idle people. Only by showing their own value could they continue to survive in the universe and not be eliminated. The only pity was that Yimo still remembered that the space pirates had a black hole secret treasure, but when he arrived at the place, the black hole secret treasure disappeared. The black hole secret treasure has a feature that if the holder dies unexpectedly, it will automatically change to another place. Think about it, it's only been 10 days, and Yimo has already recovered dozens of cosmic races, acquired more than 100 alien colonies, and formed a galaxy alliance. This speed is simply amazing. Even Yimo himself was impressed. Look at the lords in the chat area, they are still racking their brains over how to break through the crashed spacecraft, the gap has already opened up. Yimo bluntly said that his performance in these 10 days is probably something that most lords will never be able to achieve in their lifetime. But what puzzled Yimo was that he had searched hundreds of galaxies, but he didn't see any other lords. Was it because there happened to be no lords in the galaxies near him, or was it because the universe was too large and the lords were greatly dispersed? It is troublesome for lords to communicate with each other directly. Yimo sighed, thinking that it would be very convenient to go to other lords after the novice protection period ended. Not only Yimo thought so, but other lords also thought so at the beginning. Unfortunately, later facts proved that they were all wrong. Today is the 10th day, and the novice protection period has passed for 3 days. The lords have witnessed the cruelty of the Lord world for the first time. Many lords were discovered by alien forces and directly destroyed, or suffered inexplicable cosmic disasters, meteorite showers, stellar storms, black holes. There are also universe lords who were discovered by space Zerg and killed without a trace. The entire planet was also occupied by space Zerg and became a worm nest. The loss was heavy. My planet has been discovered by an alien civilization. The escaped space pirates, the fatheads. What the hell? They are all escaped alien races, why are they so cruel? Just one meeting, my 5-star space colony was wiped out by the fatheads. Now they want me to surrender and become their slave, what should I do? Waiting online, urgent. I don't want to be a slave to the pigheads. You are fine. A meteorite storm broke out here. Meteorites rained down from the sky. No one told me there would be such a thing as a meteorite storm. Oh no, I saw a meteorite falling towards the Lord's mansion. Help. I'm so impressed. The novice protection period has just passed, and I found 2 alien civilizations fighting in the universe above my planet. You can fight as you please. How come the shells have reached my Lord planet? Half of the lords in the universe were accidentally killed. Is this a war between lords? This is hell. If I had known that the Lord world was so cruel, I would have died. The lords complained bitterly and cursed the Lord world. The Lord challenge was so difficult, how could people survive? Is it difficult? Yimo rubbed his chin. Along the way, only the pirate king He Yuan gave Yimo a little sense of threat. Other problems did not seem that difficult. If you encounter any difficult enemies, let the little foxes go up and beat them up. If it doesn't work, beat them up twice. There is no problem that can't be solved by a few beatings from the little foxes. Yimo was relieved. He had ferocious and invincible little foxes, but other lords did not. There are 1 million lords in District 88, which means that each lord has contributed 5,000 energy crystals to Yimo on average. This is already a very high number. You must know that with the current average level of all the lords in the region, the energy crystals that can be obtained every day are only about 500. In other words, the lords of District 88, with Yimo's sufficient supply of cosmic weapons, have greatly improved their combat capabilities, and the speed of collecting energy crystals is also several levels faster than other lords. They can harvest more energy crystals in a day. The lords of District 88 put all their efforts into collecting energy crystals, and Yimo then exchanged these energy crystals for some weapons and resources that he didn't care about. This is a virtuous circle. However, Yimo also noticed that only a small part of Yimo's hundreds of billions of weapons and equipment have been sold, and there are still many more that have not been sold. As the market saturated, it can only be said that the market in District 88 is limited and cannot consume so many weapons and equipment. In the past, Yimo would never have thought that one day he would be able to supply weapons and equipment to an entire district and still have a large amount of weapons left over. The speed of collecting cosmic weapons will only get faster and faster in the future. The market in District 88 is still too small for me. I hope to open a trading platform for the entire region in the future. Yimo had a better idea in his mind. He could only wait for the trading platform between the regions to be opened. Then, Yimo could make money from all the regions. 5 billion cosmic energy crystals were traded. Yimo first spent a huge amount of money, invested 1.3 billion energy crystals, and bought 2 kinds of high radiation energy cosmic ores from the Hero Lord Mall. Targeted resources: Changming Stone. Price: 30 million cosmic energy crystals per set. Introduction: the stone containing high-energy cosmic radiation has a strong restraining effect on the Diting Star clan with keen hearing. The superpower of the Diting Star clan, Diting everything, will be affected by the radiation of the Changming stone. In serious cases, it will make the Diting Star clan deaf. Targeted resources: Condensed Star Stone. Price: 1 billion cosmic energy crystals. Introduction: this stone contains high-energy radiation from the universe, which has a strong restraining effect on the water gods. Under the radiation of the condensed star stone, the water gods cannot liquefy their bodies. They cannot use many of the water gods' magical powers. Yimo experienced the feeling of spending money like water this time. The 5 billion energy crystals were not even warm in his hands, and 1 billion was gone. The Hero Lord Mall is a money-eating beast, no matter how much money is spent. Even if Yimo is worth several billion, he dare not buy it freely, otherwise he will go bankrupt in minutes. Yimo distributed the high radiation energy ore he bought to Lingyun, Li Zhao's Rita and brother. Let them absorb them separately, so that Yimo can earn 3 times the power. You must know that the blessing effect of the Tongyuan Divine Stone only depends on the ability of the people who have integrated the Tongyuan Divine Stone, and completely copy it and transfer it to Yimo. As long as the people are strengthened, Yimo can make money, and this strength can be superimposed. 1 time of money, 3 times the happiness. Unfortunately, the galactic forces that came to attack were all driven away by the Qingqiu foxes. In addition, the space pirates belong to the star-level forces. Yes, although the number of alien colonies of the space pirates does not reach the standard of star-level forces, there are many cosmic star races that have joined the space pirates. There are more than 500 of them. The mother planets of these planets are actually considered alien colonies. 273 inches 273. This number even surprised Yimo a little, but later when the space pirates were destroyed, these space star clans scattered like birds and beasts. Yimo did not go to trouble these star clans, to put it bluntly, he looked down on them, and Yimo was still more interested in the core universe. Thinking about the time when Yimo killed a star field force with the standard of planetary forces, it was quite a sense of accomplishment. As space pirates of star field forces, except for the bug-level existence of Black Abyss, Qingqiu Fox beat them all easily, not to mention the much weaker galaxy-level forces. The power-level division in the universe, planetary-level forces, galaxy-level forces, star field-level forces. They are just touching the head of Tai Sui. But under Yimo's instruction, Qingqiu Fox did not kill this group of galaxy forces, but led other races in the Universal Alliance to drive them away without showing off, as if I dare not provoke you. How could the galaxy-level forces know that Qingqiu Fox was showing weakness to the enemy? They thought that the Universal Star Alliance was a soft persimmon. Look at what kind of cosmic star clans are in the Universal Star Alliance. They are all weak cosmic star clans. They used to exist like dogs that lost their homes and couldn't even protect their home planets. These weak star clans are combined together, and they dare to call themselves the Star Alliance. Weak and vulnerable, so useless. The forces lurking in the dark and observing secretly emerged one after another, ready to start the territory-grabbing mode. Yimo is waiting for them to emerge. Collect the names of these forces and the locations of their main planets. You must know that under the cosmic laws of the Black Forest, there is no guarantee of absolute safety, and many galaxy forces will not easily emerge. They are afraid of offending the existence that cannot be offended and being wiped out. It is even more difficult to find them who are hiding. But if they take the initiative to show up, they can follow the clues through their space portals and find the location of their galaxy forces. These galaxy-level forces don't know that danger is coming, and they are still excited about how to divide the benefits. Don't they know that Yimo is fishing? An excellent hunter often appears in the form of prey. It's time to close the net. All the galaxy-level forces that can come out have come out. Yimo issued an order to the Qingqiu Fox, the Rabbit Ear Star Clan and other cosmic leaders. All members attack, and take down all the invading cosmic forces as quickly as possible. Not only the spaceship fleet that came to cause trouble should be taken down, but also the cosmic forces behind them. 1. Those who offend our Star Alliance. 3. 1 will be punished even if they are far away. Under Yimo's arrangement, the Qingqiu Foxes sent a declaration of war to 25 Star Alliance forces, and divided their troops into 25 groups and marched towards these Star Alliance forces. The Star Alliance forces that received this declaration of war were confused. Ding! The Qingqiu Fox has found something in common with you through its own imagination, and its loyalty has risen to 220. Yimo. What are these little foxes imagining? Little foxes like to imagine when they have nothing to do, and Yimo is used to it. They also found something in common. What can he and the little foxes have in common? Is it this amazing appearance? Maybe, or maybe, right. This time, it's not just the Qingqiu Foxes who are fighting. In this battle, the other universe citizens who participated have all been greatly improved. Another major universe citizen, the Rabbit Ear Star Tribe, has also successfully broken through level 60. What Yimo didn't expect was that the happiest person was the Queen Rabbit Rita. She is an ideal rabbit who has been oppressed by other alien races for a long time. As the Queen Rabbit Rita's biggest dream is to lead her people to become stronger quickly and have a place in this universe. How can she not be happy when her dream comes true? Thank you, my lord. All this is thanks to you. Rita, the Queen Rabbit, came over with her long legs swinging, and waved gently on Yi Mo's face, like a dragonfly touching the water, without losing her elegance. No matter how happy she was, Rita, the Queen Rabbit, maintained her Queen Rabbit temperament. Do you think Rita is being reserved? Yi Mo, who had a deep understanding of Rita, knew that this was not the case. Seeing Rita's eyes full of love, Yi Mo knew that he would have to work overtime again tonight. The Queen Rabbit is not like a naive little fox. The Queen knows more tricks than Yi Mo. 2 days later, Yi Mo sat on the exclusive throne of the Star King, enjoying the shoulder and leg massage from Lilith and Rita, while eating the grapes handed to him by the three sisters Lingyun, enjoying the emperor's enjoyment. Actually, Yi Mo was not reconciled to this state. Would he become useless if he enjoyed the VVVVIP services of several girls every day? As an ideal and ambitious lord, Yi Mo would never allow this to happen. Yi Mo stood up, and finally freed himself from the gentle arms of several girls for the first time in these 2 days. Counting the time, today is the 12th day in the Lord's world. Since defeating the Star Alliance 2 days ago, Yi Mo has sent troops to the hometowns of various Star Alliances to block the doors and send warmth. He really meant to send warmth. Yi Mo decisively stated that he was broad-minded and could forgive various Star Alliance forces without holding grudges. He only needed them to join the Universal Star Alliance. And just carve your name on the Loyal Guardian Tower. I advise you not to be ungrateful. All the leaders of the Star Alliance were about to cry. You let the Qingqiu fox hold a knife on my neck. How can we not agree? Under Yi Mo's dominance, the work of subjugating went very smoothly. This Loyal Guardian Tower is a good thing. As long as it is a surrendered cosmic race. If the leader signs his name on it, the entire race will not resist. If there is no Loyalty Guard Tower, Yi Mo might use more extreme means, such as destroying them all. Yi Mo really doesn't have the habit of placing time bombs at home. What's the difference between subduing a group of disobedient alien forces and placing bombs at home? They can rebel at any time. With the Loyalty Summoning Tower, it's different. Isn't it good to have a group of free laborers? Ding! Congratulations to Lord Yi Mo, you have conquered 25 galaxy forces, far exceeding the standard of 10 galaxy forces. You have surpassed all lords and become the first lord to rule a star region. Your abilities are unmatched, and your strength shocks the world. The Star Devourer's messenger. To be honest, Yi Mo was also quite surprised when he heard the news. Yi Mo was very familiar with the Star Devourer. The Core Area Guide Order that Yi Mo got from the space pirate He Yuan was given to He Yuan by the Star Devourer. According to the later communication with the mind-moving jellyfish clan, this group of jellyfish was originally responsible for the information collection work of the space pirates, and the 3 inches were all involved in some core secrets of the space pirates. Yi Mo learned from the jellyfish that the Star Devourer was one of the superpowers in this core universe. But isn't the Star Devourer in the core area and usually won't come out? Why did they send a messenger out? There must be something wrong when things are abnormal, and Yi Mo feels that this matter is not simple. Sure enough, not long after Yi Mo received the signal for help from the Iron Blood clan, Yi Mo's territory received a strange communication from the direction of Planet 155. I am from the Perfect Star clan, the messenger of the superpower Galactus. The space pirate is originally a subordinate of Galactus, and everything he has belongs to Galactus. Hand over all the space pirates' inheritance. Not a single word can be left behind. Ruler of the Universal Star Alliance, you have 3 minutes to reach Planet 155, otherwise we will destroy Planet 155 as a warning. Don't waste my time. You can't afford to waste our time. Yi Mo received the signal from the so-called Perfect Star clan and instantly understood that they were here to collect debts. Yi Mo was familiar with this routine, and he also liked this method of getting something for nothing. Are you arrogant, young man? Yi Mo smiled. From the message sent by the Perfect Star clan, Yi Mo could feel that the Perfect Star clan was a very confident and arrogant star clan. They dared to call themselves perfect. It was normal for them to be a little arrogant. I wonder if these star clans can still be so proud when they are slapped in the face. According to the perfect star clan, they are the messengers of the Devourer. To put it bluntly, they are the younger brother race of the Devourer. This relationship is a bit similar to the franchise relationship of various races of space pirates. It is estimated that there are also many younger star clans joining the Devourer forces. Yimo was thinking of a way to find an opportunity to enter the core universe, but he didn't expect that this opportunity would come so soon. As the lackeys of the Devourer, the perfect star clan must know a lot of information about the core universe, which is what Yimo needs most. Let's go, I can't wait to meet the perfect star clan. Yimo waved his hand, took Brother Zong and 100,000 Qingqiu foxes, and prepared to go through the portal. But he found that the space portal leading to planet 155 was destroyed. Yimo. This perfect star clan did it on purpose. How can I get through if they destroyed my portal? It would take Yimo at least half an hour to go there by taking a detour. During this time, Yimo was afraid of any accidents, so he asked the Qingqiu foxes closest to planet 155 to check. If they dare to resist, just kill them. Remember to leave one of them alive for me. I have something to ask you. Yimo gave the order. Yes. On the other side, a team of Qingqiu foxes who were responsible for exploration responded. The perfect star clan that absorbed the power became even more powerful. Their liquid bodies could transform into any weapon shape, such as machetes, sledgehammers, and death sickles. Before the Rabbit Ear Star clan could dodge, they directly hit the Rabbit Ear Star clan and seriously injured them. The innate ability, liquid absorption. Liquid absorption. The perfect star clan can absorb any power that comes into contact with their opponents and transform it into their own use. The two innate abilities of the perfect star clan perfectly restrained the performance of the Rabbit Ear Star clan and the Iron Blood Star clan. The two major races were quickly defeated. Sia looked at the two major races that were seriously injured and huddled together, and laughed. It is true that ignorance is fearless. You, a bunch of low-level star races living in the outer universe, know nothing about the power of our superpower. Looking at the strength of the two Star Clan members, you are also the best among the outer Star Clan members. But in the eyes of our perfect Star Clan, you are nothing. After saying this, Sia suddenly slapped his mouth. How did I curse? Cursing is not perfect. Never mind, what I said is the truth. Garbage is garbage. Even the strongest garbage in the garbage dump is still garbage. From what you said, you seem to respect your king very much. Haha, how powerful can a bunch of rubbish kings be? Fortunately, he didn't come, otherwise they would have the same fate as you. Kill them all. Sia ordered his subordinates. He was in no mood to waste time on this planet. After the processing was completed, he would have to accept the legacy of the space pirates. Even for a superpower, the legacy of the space pirates is a considerable income. The perfect Star Clan was about to kill the Rabbit Ear Star Clan and the Iron Blood Star Clan stationed there, but when they heard the sound of breaking through the air, they looked back and saw 2,000 Qingqiu foxes falling from the sky. Sia. Reinforcements here. There are too many alien races. Sia didn't know the unknown race like Qingqiu fox. He waved his hand and asked his men to look up information about Qingqiu fox. Soon, his men handed over the information about the Qingqiu fox star clan. The Qingqiu fox star clan has a total combat power of only 5. Seeing this information, Sia couldn't help laughing. This combat power is just a joke. Sia suddenly thought of an interesting story he had heard in the core world. It was said that there were two strange races in the outer world. Because they were too weak, they were called the two wastes of the universe. It seemed that the Qingqiu fox was one of them. The reason why Sia was so concerned about this rumor was that because his perfect star family just happened to be the two extremes of the universe's two wastes, one is very perfect, and the other is very useless. I have learned a lot. Today I can see one of the two useless people in the universe who are famous in the universe. Everyone can hear that Sia is mocking. Seeing the excited expressions of the Iron Blood Star Clan and the Rabbit Ear Star Clan, as if the savior has come. Sia is confused. Are the alien races crazy? Do you expect this useless race to save you? The Iron Blood Star Clan, a race that ranks among the famous in the outer universe, is not the opponent of their perfect Star Clan, let alone the Qingqiu Fox Star Clan. Then Xia began to pay attention to Yi Mo. This ability to instantly restore his subordinates to their original state was too terrifying. If he was not killed, how much trouble would it cause if he could make his subordinates escape death again and again? The team battle can be lost, but the nurse must die. Are you the perfect star? The one who left me a message in the call channel. Yi Mo turned to Xia and asked. Xia sneered, his attitude still arrogant. When I came here, I heard your men say that you were great, but I didn't expect you to be a nanny, not that great. Shaw suddenly took out a black stone and swallowed it. I also want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to feel the supreme power. After swallowing the black stone, the corpses of the surrounding perfect star tribe gathered towards Xia as if they were attracted by a magnet. They merged with Xia. The Wanyuan Tongui stone. The unique killer of the Star Devourer force. The core universe's honorary product. Swallowing the Wanyuan Tongui stone confuse your own tribe into your body and gain extremely powerful power. But there are conditions. The fused tribe members must either voluntarily sacrifice themselves, or the death event cannot exceed 1 hour, otherwise it will be invalid. The Qingqiu fox killed more than 1,000 perfect star tribes, which just gave Xia the opportunity to use the Wanyuan Tongui stone this time. The fusion effect lasts for 1 hour. In Xia's view, this period of time is enough for him to play. Xia's body became bigger and bigger. After fusing 1,000 corpses, he became a liquid man with a height of 30 meters. All strength has also increased by 100 times. With a casual blow, the Qingqiu foxes were knocked 1,000 meters away. Taunting the Qingqiu foxes that were knocked away. See. This is the true strength of our perfect star clan. The foundation of the superpower is beyond your imagination. Xia roared to the sky, he felt the unrivaled power flowing in his body. He could pick the stars with his hands and step on the sun and the moon with his feet, which was his state. This, Wanyuan Tongui stone, is a rare treasure, which is only useful for the Liquid Star clan, and it happens that the people in the Devourer Alliance are all Liquid Star clan. Even in the Devourer Alliance, the Wanyuan Tongui stone is also extremely precious. It can transfer the fighting power of the entire race to one person. This is a super killer. Many liquid races in the Star Devourer Alliance often use the Wanyuan Tongui stone to turn defeat into victory. Today he has the opportunity to experience the power of the Wanyuan Tongui stone. It is indeed powerful. Those Qingqiu foxes just need to pounce on them and slap them lightly, and they will be easily knocked away. Between the whole world, I am invincible. Xia feels great. Xia feels that he has the ability, and hooks his finger towards Yi Mo. Diaresis open corner bracket come on. Beat me. Today I will teach you how to behave. Do you know who is the boss of this battlefield? Yi Mo nodded. He just likes this kind of people who are courting death. You have a little power but don't know your last name. Teach you how to behave, right? Satisfy you. Yi Mo flashed in front of him, wearing the divine armor and the Super Saiyan form, and punched Xia in the face. The terrifying power was unstoppable and undefendable. Nailed Xia into the ground. The space pirate was chosen by Galactus, so he was given the guidance order. As long as you reach the space coordinates marked on the guidance order and use the guidance order, you can open the space wormhole guarded by Galactus and enter the core universe through the space wormhole. Yi Mo was speechless. The more he listened, the more it sounded like raising GU. The outer universe was a GU breeding ground. When your strength reached a certain level, you would be invited by 350 to enter the core universe. Isn't Galactus a liquid star race alliance? Space pirates are humanoid star races, why would Galactus ask for space pirates? Yi Mo raised a question. According to Shaw, as the representative of the liquid star race, Galactus should invite other liquid star races, why invite space pirates? When Yi Mo asked this question, Shaw's face turned ugly, and Yi Mo immediately knew that the matter was not simple. Speak. Yi Mo clenched his fist, and Xia immediately admitted his weakness and said, just say it, why are you clenching your fist? Because space pirates have a lot of resources. Being an agent is the most suitable. It turns out that in order to maintain the operation of superpowers, each superpower needs a huge amount of resources. The competitiveness of the core universe is huge, and the resources they obtain are far less than their own consumption, so agents appear. Those who are not from the star family of this form are agents of various superpowers. To put it bluntly, if you want to join our devourer and receive our protection, it is not for nothing. You need to be responsible for collecting resources for our devourer in the outer universe. There are designated tasks every year, and you will be punished if you collect less. I protect you, you collect resources for me, there is nothing wrong with that. Yimo listened to it clearly. To put it bluntly, what a bullshit agent, isn't this just a laborer? Developing the outer universe offline. Heiyuan is one of the designated agents. It's just that Heiyuan was smart at the time and didn't fall for it. Being a dog for others is not as comfortable as being free. Yimo hehe. Good boy, this Heiyuan really has bad intentions, no wonder he gave me the core area guide order in the end, and wanted me to be a laborer. I am responsible for collecting supplies for the devourer every day, and there are task targets every year. If I don't meet the targets, I will be punished. This superpower is too black-hearted. I entered the core universe, but I don't want to be an agent, is that okay? After hearing Yimo's question, Sia stammered and couldn't say a word. Yimo was so angry that he punched her twice. Stop hesitating and speak quickly. After being punched twice by Yimo, Sia answered much more quickly, telling everything he knew. No. If you use Galactus's core universe guide order, you will walk through the universe channel opened by Galactus. At the end of the channel is Galactus's power. As long as you enter through the wormhole, you will be taken away directly by the 4.1 guards on the other side. If you don't agree to the conditions proposed by the Star Devourer, you will be killed on the spot as an alien. Yimo. There is also such a saying. Is the Star Devourer so domineering? Can't even borrow a road. Yimo pinched his chin. The acquisition of 3 kinds of high radiation energy cosmic minerals made Yimo taste the sweetness. The speed of collecting high energy minerals was much faster than collecting them by himself. Yimo suddenly had a flash of inspiration and had a bold idea. Yimo called Sia over again, showing the smile of a big brother next door. I have a question for you. As the person designated by Galactus to collect rent, you should be more than one, right? If I'm not mistaken, you are only responsible for this star field. There are other people in charge of collecting rent for other star fields that have been opened up. How do you know? Sia asked in confusion. In addition to my 307, there are 5 Star Devourer messengers, who are responsible for the other 5 star fields. Seeing Yimo's motherly smile, Sia always felt that this kid was up to no good. Yimo clapped his hands, and he really guessed it right. Think about it, he just robbed a rent collector and got 3 high-energy cosmic ores and a huge amount of resources. If he robbed the rest, what would happen? You know, the resources needed to support a star field are unimaginable. Yimo expanded too fast and did not notice this problem. After conquering 25 galaxy alliances, Yimo found that the resource problem was far greater than he imagined. 25 galaxy alliances. 850 resource planets, except for half of the planets with relatively abundant resources, the resources of the other half of the planets are greatly depleted, and many star clans have problems with self-sufficiency. Yimo finally understood why the big cosmic forces constantly plunder the resources of the weak cosmic forces. Resources are something that is not enough no matter how much they are given. Yimo was just racking his brains to quickly obtain a large amount of resources, and Shaw came. After robbing Shaw and tasting the sweetness, Yimo seemed to see a broad road to get rich quickly. I robbed the super ACEI power, and I will be richer than the super power. Look, you destroyed my mineral planet. You represent the devourers. Is it okay for me to ask you for some compensation? Yi. Mo continued with a smile. Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. I was planning to destroy your mineral planet, but I didn't succeed, didn't I? Yimo's face condensed. What do you mean? Do you mean that I wronged you? Just because the mineral planet was not destroyed doesn't mean you didn't make the mistake of wanting to destroy it. It's just that I stopped it in time. Legally speaking, this is called stopping losses in time. But you must pay all the compensation for your crimes. Sia finally understood that he had to pay compensation. Sia had a sad face and said, I have given you all my assets, including the tribute I offered this time. This is already compensation for you. Yimo shook his head. Not enough, this is just the interest on the compensation. I haven't settled the principal with you yet. How about this, you tell me the location of the other 5 messengers, and I will go and rob them. No, I will go and get the compensation that I deserve. The account between you and me is now settled. See ya. Did I hear it right? This guy didn't stop at robbing me, he also planned to rob other messengers' resources. Seeing Yimo riding Space Godzilla and landing on the ground, Venom was more convinced that the one who could use Space Godzilla as a mount must be a superpower. Needless to say, the handsome man in front of him was the leader of this team of Chincho Foxes. So you are from the Chincho Fox clan. I'm so sorry. I have heard of your great name in the core universe before. Today, I meet you and you are even more powerful than the rumors said. Said the poisonous stinger. He also controlled the giant star tribe to bow. Yimo. You're really good at acting. You lied to build relationships, and I actually believed that 100. Chincho Foxes are not a race from the core universe. Stop it, I'm from the outer universe. Chincho Fox has never been to the inner universe. Yimo directly exposed this lie. What? Chincho Fox is not a race from the core universe. There is such a powerful race in the outer universe. This time, Poison Stinger was really shocked. The strength shown by Chincho Fox is one of the best even among the superpowers in the core universe. You actually told me that he is not a member of the Star Clan of the core universe, and he killed the Venom Star Clan from the core universe in an instant. This made Poison Stinger somewhat unacceptable. Poison Stinger is very scheming. Even so, he still thinks he can rescue and save the situation. That's amazing. Dusting pretended to be shocked. It's only once in a billion years that a strong race like the Chincho Fox can appear in the outer universe. If placed in the core universe, they are existences that can sweep across the entire core universe. To be honest, we, the Venom clan, are also the most powerful race in the core universe. You may not know us, the Venom clan. Our most powerful innate power is the ability to merge our bodies with those of other Star Clan members, allowing other Star Clan members to unleash even more terrifying power. I feel like we've known each other for a long time, so why not make some good friends? I'm willing to be the middleman, so that the Chincho Fox clan and our Venom clan can form an alliance and then sweep across the entire universe. What do you think? Yimo. Life is like a play, it all depends on acting. This guy is still acting here. Do you think I don't know the talents of you Venom Star clan? Still cooperating. If the Venom Star clan attaches to your body, you will be controlled by the Venom Star clan. What the hell is this guy talking about here? Yimo pulled Sia out again. Are all of you Galactus so good at acting? Shaw. How should I answer this question? Sia looked at Venom, who was left alone, and answered honestly. He just likes to act. Seeing Sia, Sting immediately knew what was going on. No wonder the warehouse location was exposed. It turned out that there was a traitor among us. Shaw. It's you who betrayed. Have you ever thought about the consequences of betraying Galactus? Have you ever thought about yourself and your people? Have you ever thought about the terrible revenge of the Galactus? The Stinger waved his fist and said with gritted teeth. Sia blushed and felt depressed. Good man, this confirms my identity as a traitor. What the Stinger said is right. If the Galactus knows that he has betrayed, he will definitely not have a good ending. The means of revenge of the Galactus are quite cruel. Just when Sia thought that the Stinger was going to say something cruel, he heard the Stinger continue to say. Well done. The Chincho Foxes were all embarrassed by what they said. What sister-in-law or not? In broad daylight, what nonsense are you talking about? This Stinger even ran to Brother Boss to show his courtesy. Brother Boss. You must be Brother Boss. There is no other such thing in the universe, it is the only one. Your power shakes the sun and the moon, and your majesty is unmatched. Please give me a chance to serve you faithfully. It is my honor to serve you, boss brother. Yimo wanted to kick him. He was so careless. He thought that under the influence of the law of the strong, he was just a social idiot, but it turned out to be a brain damage. What's more bizarre is that boss brother was very pleased after hearing this. He stroked his hair without a single hair, looking very happy. He was so young but he had such vision. He has a bright future. My boss brother has you covered. Yi Mo. This is a case of one person willing to say and the other willing to believe. These two are birds of a feather. Yi Mo slapped him in the face. Forget it, just listen to him no matter what. He is a moron. Boss, The stinger ran over happily, but was kicked away by Yi Mo. After disgusting everyone, this guy wanted to disgust him again. You are dreaming. Let's go to the next target. Yi Mo slapped Si Ya, causing him to stumble. Si Ya was depressed. If you are unhappy, just be unhappy. Why are you hitting me? What made Si Ya even more unhappy was still to come. The stinger was kicked away by Yi Mo. Seeing that Yi Mo could not harass him, he ran over to harass Si Ya. Brother Shaw, we will be colleagues from now on. We must work together and be loyal to Big Brother. Boy, from the first time I saw you at Galactus, I knew you were no ordinary person. You have strange bones, and you look like a traitor. Just like me. Si Ya was so angry that he wanted to vomit blood. You are the traitor, and your whole family is traitors. Can't you see that I was forced to do this? Soon. Yi Mo collected the resources of this warehouse and led the fleet to the second target warehouse. The messenger guarding the door was the Blackwater clan, a distant cousin of the Venom clan. When they came, the stinger told Yi Mo detailed information about the Blackwater clan. He told Yi Mo everything he knew, including how many people from the Blackwater clan came this time, what their abilities and weaknesses were, who is their leader, what they liked to do and eat, and what incredible things they had done. What he said was so. A detailed description. A perfect interpretation of what a qualified lackey is like. If Yi Mo hadn't kicked him away, he would still be nagging nonstop. The Black Mercury clan is a distant cousin of the Venom clan. It is said that the two races have a common ancestor, but later they separated for unknown reasons. However, the Black Mercury clan is much more powerful than the Venom clan. The Venom clan only has the ability to possess and control. When the Venom clan leaves the host's body, the host will regain self-awareness, while the Black Mercury clan's ability is even more terrifying. You can't do this. You can't even withstand a dozen punches. Yi Mo thought that the alien queen evolved from the Black Mercury clan was very tough, but it seems that he overestimated her. It seems that the most terrifying thing about the Black Mercury clan is their ability to parasitize and breed. Without any means of restraint, their number will increase exponentially in a short period of time. Apart from this ability, the threat of the Black Mercury clan is not as great as imagined. It's a pity that the effect of the law of the strong was not triggered this time, or the effect of the law of the strong was triggered, but Yi Mo was too ruthless and killed him in one breath. This is all later. Yi Mo easily looted a warehouse again. The remaining 3 warehouses were also easily captured by Yi Mo. After figuring out the routines of this group of Liquid Star envoys and knowing the weaknesses of the opponent, it was not too easy for Chincho Fox to deal with them. To be honest, the liquid form race is very difficult for the humanoid form race. It is true that there is a natural restraining effect. For example, their bodies in liquid state ignore most physical attacks. For example, they have the innate ability to affect humanoid races as long as they are touched. However, the weakness of the liquid form star race is also obvious. In terms of their own attributes, their single body combat ability is not strong. They are good at parasitic enhancement. Without a parasite, the combat effectiveness of the liquid form star race is limited. As long as the Chincho Fox is careful and is not ambushed by the liquid form race, the liquid form race will have no way to deal with the Chincho Fox. In addition, the Chincho Fox has long-range attack methods and can use the Eye of Truth to detect the weaknesses of the liquid form race itself, so it is easy to deal with this group of liquid form races. All 5 warehouses were occupied, and it took only 1 day in total. Most of them time was still wasted on the road. Seeing the huge amount of harvest in the Lord's space this time, Yi Mo took a breath of cold air. He was rich. Really rich. This is probably the biggest harvest Yi Mo has ever had. All the resources piled up, the volume is comparable to a planet. The ore resources are calculated in billions of tons, and they are all rare ores. Think about it, if it is a low-level ore, the core universe will not look down on it. The number of weapons is also calculated in billions, all of which are Universe B level and C level weapons. Even weapons below sea level cannot be seen. Yi Mo roughly calculated the number, there are 1 trillion weapons. No wonder the core universe is so generous, it is not a small amount of money to squeeze the people's fat. Even the food resources are a huge piece, and they have never seen the universe level food, can become universe level food, that is a rare delicacy. This is amazing. The universe people under Yimo specially counted the resources that Yimo took out, enough for the entire universe star alliance to use for 10 years. This is amazing. In other words, at least in 10 years, Yimo does not need to worry about the food supply problem of the entire universe star alliance. Yimo still wants to sigh about how many alien forces the Star Devourer Alliance has plundered to come up with so much protection fee. What makes Yimo happiest is another thing. This time, Yimo destroyed 5 warehouses and killed 5 different Star Devourer envoys. There is a universe-wanted criminal in each envoy group. On the other side, Yimo saw the transaction information being refreshed on the screen for an hour without stopping. As expected of a trading platform for the entire region, the purchasing power is strong. The purchasing power of District 88 is completely incomparable. Yimo nodded, expressing his satisfaction. Looking at the Lord Energy Collection Tower, the speed of energy crystal collection increased rapidly, from 10 million, 20 million, to 100 million, 200 million, and then to 1 billion, 200 million, until 10 trillion, the speed of increase slowed down. After another 2 hours, the number of energy crystals in the energy collection tower did not move, and finally fixed at 200 trillion. And all the cosmic weapons that Yimo hung on the trading platform were sold out, not a single one was left. 200 trillion. Since when did the unit of measurement of cosmic energy crystals be calculated in trillions? The purchasing power of the lords of the entire regional trading platform is so terrifying. This wave of wool is so cool. 3 hours ago, Yimo was still worried about the cosmic energy crystal. 3 hours later, he had no worries at all. My friends, give it to me. Yimo couldn't help but give a thumbs up to each lord. With your support, do. I still need to worry about not having enough energy crystals. Technology planet, upgrade. Buy restraint materials. I have plenty of money. With 200 trillion cosmic crystals in his pocket, Yimo is very sure of one thing. With such a huge sum of money, he is definitely the richest among the lords. He will not accept any rebuttal. He ranks first in the list of the top 100 richest lords. The assets of the other 99 lords combined may not be as much as his fraction. Yimo envied Mu Heiyuan has many skills, comparable to a super rich player. With so many cosmic energy crystals, Yimo feels that he can also be a super rich player. Yimo has long noticed that in the Hero Lord Mall, there are many targeted materials that are very useful. They have a strong restraining effect on various high-level star races in the core universe. Is the Star Devourer very strong? Yimo found the Destruction Star Stone powder in the Hero Lord Mall, which is specifically used to restrain the Star Devourer. As long as you were in battle before, apply this Annihilation Star Stone powder on the body. If the liquid body of the Star Devourer is contaminated by this stone powder, it will become solidified and become a cement statue. It is really restrained, but the price is a bit expensive. 1 billion cosmic energy crystals, Yimo was still amazed at that time. 1 billion cosmic energy crystals, such a high price, who can buy it, who can afford it? Even if there are 1 billion energy crystals in hand, Yimo can do something else, right? Buy a pile of 667 powder, a complete sucker. But Yimo didn't expect that at that time. He disliked the price of the Destruction Star Stone powder as expensive, but now it seems that it is not expensive at all. It is only 1 billion energy crystals, a drop in the bucket. Since there are targeted materials to restrain the Star Devourer, it means that targeted materials for other core universe star clans are also for sale. With the whole region trading platform as a cash-in artifact, and the whole region lord is a big fat sheep, Yimo feels that he can completely go the money ability route. Yimo listened to the Stinger's statement and felt that this method was feasible. As for Siya, this guy with 2 heads and 2 tails, he had no use value. There was obviously a wormhole for messengers, but Siya never mentioned this matter from beginning to end. Seeing that he had given Yimo a lot of information before, Yimo gave Siya a quick death. It was just a pity for Yimo that this guy had been in the system of the Devourer for so long, and he was not even a wanted criminal in the universe. It was too cheap. Sia cried and fainted in the toilet. He killed me and didn't forget to mock me. You are killing people and destroying their hearts. The wormhole opened, and Yimo saw a silver-white hole that he had never seen before appeared in front of him. It appeared out of thin air in the space. From a distance, it looked like a worm had drilled a hole in the space, but it was indeed the case. The wormhole was forged by a special space insect called the space-time flying insect. Only the superpowers in the core universe have the ability to capture this powerful and rare space insect and use it for them. Help them open up the road from the core universe to the outer universe. Along the way, Yimo learned one more thing. In fact, the core universe is wrapped in the outer universe. The reason why you have to go through a wormhole to get there is because there is a huge vacuum zone between the core universe and the outer universe. Not only is the vacuum zone vast, but the space in it is also unstable, and space-time storms often occur. If a spacecraft wants to pass through the vacuum zone from the outer universe to the core universe, there is almost no possibility, and it will be swallowed up by the space storm. The characteristics of the vacuum zone also affect the stability of the space portal. The space portal cannot pass through the unstable space fluctuations and enter the core universe. So far, there is only one way, which is to go through the wormhole. And all wormholes are guarded by superpowers. To put it bluntly, it is extremely difficult for the forces of the outer universe to enter the core universe. Is it difficult? Yimo looked at the wormhole in front of him, and he did not feel how difficult it was to enter the core universe. Yimo's idea was purely that of a full man who did not know the hunger of a hungry man. He did not know how many forces from the outer universe entered the core universe first, but they were stuck in the lack of access. Except for Yimo, who dared to attack the superpower directly, not only to win, but also to catch a lackey to serve him, which was something he could not even think of. So this kind of simple thing was only for Yimo, for others, it was as difficult as ascending to heaven. The wormhole was narrower and longer than expected. The entire fleet walked for half an hour before walking out of the wormhole. After leaving the wormhole, Yimo saw another colorful universe world. Yes, colorful. This was Yimo's first reaction when he saw the core universe world. Unlike the empty space in the outer universe and the barren planets, every inch of the core universe has been developed to the extreme. This robbed his supplies, and even took away the wall. Are you a human? Just when the top leaders of Galactus were wondering who was behind this, a subordinate came to report. King, I found out that the messenger Stinger had just returned from the wormhole. The appearance of Stinger was obviously a breakthrough in this matter. Stinger's warehouse resources were also robbed. 060, he must know something. As long as the Stinger is found, the matter will be solved. Having found a breakthrough, the Galactus are happy again. Finding the Stinger is equivalent to finding the mastermind behind it. Maybe the stolen supplies can be snatched back as soon as possible. Where is the Stinger? Saito asked. In reply to the king, Stinger is leading the fleet towards our base camp. Fleet? What fleet? Saito was confused. I don't remember Stinger leaving with the fleet. In reply to the king, according to Lord Poison Sting, he wants to bring the fleet of alien forces that surrendered to the Devourer from the outer universe to the king as a tribute. Saito slammed the table and stood up. He was not a fool. On the contrary, he was very smart to lead the Devourer and become the king of the Devourer forces. When the communicator told him about the abnormality of this matter, he immediately realized that Poison Sting had rebelled. Bullshit fleet presented to the king, this idiot is just inviting thieves into the house. This wants to lead the enemy to directly attack the headquarters of their Devourer and destroy the Devourer in one breath. Saito's guess was right. Yimo had this idea. Everything is ready in the outer universe. Entering the core universe is to do a big thing, to carry out a decapitation operation. Chingcho Fox is so strong, it is meaningless not to be reckless. But Yimo didn't expect that he was very reckless in doing things, and Saito also had a bad temper. Saito sneered. Idiot. Do you think we Galactus are weak and can be bullied? Being able to stand in the core universe for tens of thousands of years, its foundation cannot be matched by any random alien cosmic force. Even the traitor Stinger doesn't know the true capabilities of us Galactus. If he dares to come, I will make sure he never comes back this time. How many people came from the other side? 30 million people. The communicator replied. During the entry inspection from the wormhole, the specific number was revealed. 30 million. Hearing this number, Seiduo and the Galactus leaders felt more relieved and wanted to laugh. Just 30 million, and they dared to come in and attack Galactus. The number of Galactus Alliance troops is even more than this. Without saying anything else, this game is a sure win. Pass on my orders, Galactus army assemble. Draw 6 Star Clan members from the war team. Go and destroy the traitors and blind alien forces. Leave the traitor and alien leader alive for me. I want to ask them in person, what are they thinking? How impatient are they to live to dare to rob Galactus? This time, Seiduo pulled out 6 combat star tribes under his command. Saiyan originally wanted to mobilize all his members to fight this daring alien star tribe, but when he heard that the number of star tribes that broke in was only 30 million, he gave up this idea. When dealing with superpowers, you can't hold back. You must use your strongest fighting power at the beginning and kill the opponent directly at the beginning of the battle. After this round of fighting, Yimo had a plan in mind. In the core universe, when fighting with superpowers, you must not only pay attention to the strange talents and abilities of the star clans of each superpower, but also the firepower of the warships as a threat. The best way is to attack with all your strength at the beginning and cripple the opponent in one encounter. Do you think this is the end? But it's just the beginning. Yimo no longer hesitated and used the advanced loyalty recovery. Under the effect of the advanced loyalty recovery, the Qingqiu Fox instantly revived with full health and mana, and the serious injuries on O2 were wiped out. Then, the Qingqiu Foxes followed Yimo's instructions and immediately used the Super Saiyan form. No longer retaining strength. The changes of the Qingqiu Foxes really surprised the Devourer fleet. But they quickly reacted. Interesting. This group of alien races also the ability to recover instantly. Underestimate them. But so what? If we can seriously injure them once, we can seriously injure them a second time. We should see how many rounds these inferior races from outer space can last. The hair turned golden, and the body emitted a golden aura. How come I can't recognize you after you dyed your hair? The Galactus fleet mocked. But how could they know that the change of the Qingqiu Foxes this time was not just dyeing their hair? This was a qualitative leap. The basic combat power of the Qingqiu Foxes in Super Saiyan form increased by 50 times. This time, the artillery of the Galactus fleet attacked the Qingqiu Foxes again. The Qingqiu Foxes did not avoid it and used shock waves collectively. The shock waves of the Qingqiu Foxes condensed into a huge beam and attacked the shells activated by the spacecraft. Under the shocked eyes of the Galactus fleet, the collective airwaves emitted by the Qingqiu Foxes were so powerful that they directly beat back the concentrated firepower of the Galactus fleet. It was not until they were beaten back into the formation of the Galactus fleet that an explosion occurred. The huge explosion illuminated several surrounding star systems. The effect of the Qingqiu Fox shock wave plus the effect of the spacecraft's own artillery explosion instantly engulfed the Galactus fleet. When the white light of the explosion disappeared, tens of millions of Galactus warships were gone without a single piece of armor left. A true fleet disappearance technique. If it weren't for the special existence of the Galactus star race itself, they would have died too. Without the protection of the battle armor, even the puppets they controlled were wiped out in this huge explosion. Hundreds of 14.3 billion liquid form star races floated in space, and all of them were confused at this time. What happened? How could it be like this? We were clearly in an absolute advantage in the last second, but were collectively wiped out in the next second. The tens of billions of Galactus fighting star races are still alive, but they know that there is not much difference between being dead and being dead. It's true that they are Galactus fighting star races, but their combat effectiveness is conditional. Without the protection of the battleships, the parasitic puppets were all blown to pieces in the explosion just now. There is no shelter to hide in this space. Okay. A star clan with humanoid form came to cause trouble for us Galactus. Very good. They are targeting our planet Devourer Alliance. Saito laughed instead of getting angry. He had figured out everything and was confident. As the instigator of everything, Yimo, as long as he kills this kid, the outcome of this battle will be decided. According to the latest information, Yimo was also in this batch and came to the core universe with Qingqiu Fox. This is easy to find out. After defeating the guards near the wormhole, Yimo reopened the wormhole and called Space Godzilla in. Yimo stood on Space Godzilla's head. It was hard not to be noticed. Hehe, the Godzilla clan has also joined in. Interesting. So what? Anyone who offends our Star Devourer forces will die. After locking onto Yimo's position, Saito decided not to wait any longer and took the initiative to attack and take care of Yimo. The Star Devourer Alliance suffered huge losses in this battle, and they couldn't let the losses expand any further. Saito was full of confidence in taking care of Yimo. As someone from the outer universe, he had no idea how deep the foundation of the superpowers in the core universe was. Seeing that the Chincho Foxes were about to reach the Devourer's headquarters, the Devourer fleet that came to stop them suddenly turned around and left. Yimo was still wondering why the fleet ran away, but he saw a huge vortex in the distance sweeping towards them. The vortex was like a tornado that had been enlarged countless times, larger than the size of several planets. Are there space tornadoes in the universe? No. That's the battleship of the Devourer. Yimo received a tip from the Lord's world. This strange air mass that looks like a tornado is the strongest battleship among the Devourers, the Wind of Annihilation. Legendary Space Battleship. Wind of Annihilation. Battleship level. S+ for exciting novels, go to Falu Novel Network. Closing parenthesis. Combat power. 50 million inches. Introduction. The mothership of the Galactus was created with the painstaking efforts of countless liquid races. Unlike all other battleships, this battleship is in liquid form and can travel to every corner of the universe in the form of a tornado. Devour planets to increase your own energy. In the Wind of Annihilation space battleship, the combat power of all liquid form space races is increased by 100%. Wow, the universe is so vast that nothing is impossible. This level of warship. Yimo said that this was the first time he had seen one. He was not only surprised by the size of the other party, but also the shape of the warship, and the warship in liquid form, which was amazing. The Wind of Annihilation swept over, and the Chincho Fox launched a shock wave attack towards the Wind of Annihilation. Under the effect of true damage, the Wind of Annihilation was damaged to a certain extent, but it did not mean to stop. It took on the firepower output of the Chincho Fox and swept directly over, wrapping all the Chincho Foxes in it, including Yimo. Yimo looked at everything around him speechlessly. It was true that the Wind of Annihilation swallowed him and the Chincho Foxes, but it did not cause any other damage. It just wrapped them inside the spaceship of the Wind of Annihilation. The Wind of Annihilation was a giant spaceship comparable to dozens of planets, and the space inside was also huge. Yimo was thinking about what new tricks the Star Devourer would use, and saw a large group of black vines flying towards them, the Chincho Foxes. The vine is 20 meters long, with a strange human face in the middle. Seiduo was right. It was obvious that the Chincho Fox was afraid of his innate ability. If he couldn't kill them in one blast, he would blast them several times. He didn't believe that he couldn't kill the Chincho Fox Star Clan. On the other hand, Seiduo's statement was also a helpless move. Although Seiduo looked like he had won, he was actually speechless in his heart. Who would have thought that the fighting power of this group of foxes was so strong? They could kill hundreds of millions of Star Devourers in an instant. You should know that the Star Devourers have a special physique that ignores any physical attack, and they also have the special blessing of the immortal body. As long as there is a small piece of the body left, it can be restored to its original appearance. But the Chincho Fox can cause high damage to them. Every attack really beat the Star Devourers to the point that there is nothing left. Good guy, Seiduo had to take action under pressure. Although his super ability of Death Return has no limit on the number of uses and interval limits, every time it is used, it will reduce 1/10 of his own life as a price. If it weren't for a last resort, Seiduo would not want to use this trick. If it happens a few more times, the Chincho Fox is still alive and kicking. I guess he would have killed himself and died. What a waste of time. But what can we do? The Chincho Fox is too powerful. Except for the suicide attack, other moves are useless. Both the enemy and us are wasting time. Let's see who can outlast the other. Seiduo doesn't believe that he can't deal with Yimo today. As long as Yimo can be killed, it will be worth it even if he spends part of his life. Now it seems that he still has a great chance of winning. Suddenly, Yimo smiled. Do you think you're going to win? Naive. Seiduo has a backup plan, and so does Yimo. I can only say that you don't understand the power of money. Yimo opened the Hero Trading Mall and started the shopping mode. Targeted materials. Destruction Star Stone Powder. For StarClan. Galactus. Price. 1 billion cosmic energy crystals per set. Introduction. Stone powder that can petrify the body of the Star Devourer and seal the Star Devourer's supernatural powers. It can be applied to the surface of the body. As long as the star-destroying stone powder comes into contact with the Star Devourer's body, it will take effect. That's it. Targeted materials specifically designed to restrain the Star Devourer's supernatural powers. Yimo directly spent 10 trillion cosmic energy crystals to buy 10,000 copies of star-destroying stone powder. Each piece of star-destroying stone powder weighs 1 ton. 100,000 pieces of star-destroying stone powder are enough to arm 30 million Qingqiu foxes. After the purchase, Yimo opened up the use of the Lord space for the Qingqiu foxes, allowing the Qingqiu foxes to freely take out the star-destroying stone powder from the universe Lord space and apply it on their bodies. Good job. Seeing the Qingqiu fox take out the star-destroying stone powder and apply it on himself, the Star Devourer laughed. Pickling yourself before dying. These foxes are so funny. I've never seen anyone smearing dust on themselves during a war. What? Will we let you go if you touch the dust? Hearing the shouts of the Star Devourers. Under the influence of the law of the strong. Seiduo's thoughts were forcibly transformed. When he looked at Yimo again, there was no hostility in his eyes, only obedience and supreme admiration. Why is there such a handsome man in the world? Yimo didn't know why, but he noticed Seiduo's eyes and couldn't help shuddering. This admiring look seemed familiar. Brother. You woke me up. After seeing you, I realized that I have lived my life in vain. You are the only one in the world, the most perfect in my heart. Seiduo's confession came unexpectedly. Before Seiduo could finish, Yimo kicked him away. The law of the strong is good, but the side effects are really unbearable. They are all stupid. One of them recognized the big brother randomly, and the other confessed randomly. How can we play? Go and convince your people to surrender. Yimo gave Seiduo an order. Okay. Whatever Big Brother says is what it is. Seido was so happy, as if Yimo giving him orders was his supreme honor, even more of a lackey than a lackey. He was completely different from the arrogant look at the beginning. This time it was the turn of the Star Devourer clan to be speechless. What kind of magic potion had their king been fed to run to the enemy leader and shake his head and tail like a dog? This was not good enough. The next moment he ordered them to surrender collectively. The Star Devourer clan. The great super-power Devourer clan has become the younger brother of the Outer Universe forces. This gap is a bit unacceptable. It's like a tiger being a younger brother of a rabbit. No one can bear this gap. I understand. A wise man from the Star Devourer clan said. Wang is retreating to advance. Pretending to surrender. Wait until we are free again and catch them off guard. After the wisest of the Star Devourers said this, the other Star Devourers suddenly realized. So that's it. No wonder Wang made the move of surrendering to the other side, and acted so exaggerated. It turned out that he was acting. As if knowing the whole story, the Star Devourers agreed to Seiduo's order and surrendered to Yimo. Yimo was also prompted by the Star Devourer's Star Clan to surrender to Yu. Yimo nodded. He didn't know what the Star Devourer was thinking, or, what the Star Devourers think is not important. Yimo took out the core of the Loyalty Guardian Tower and asked Seiduo to carve his name on the core of the Loyalty Guardian Tower. As long as the name of the king of this star clan is actively engraved on the Loyalty Guardian Tower, it will be protected by the Loyalty Guardian Tower, and the entire race will not be able to make any moves. When Seiduo engraved his name on the core of the Loyalty Guardian Tower, the other Star Devourers were dumbfounded. They thought the king was acting, but who would have thought that the king was serious? What's up? Yimo shook his head speechlessly. The Star Devourers have been in the core universe for too long. At this time, they still want to escape and ascend to heaven. If you can escape from my hand, where will I put my face? The whole battle ended with the Star Devourers surrendering. Mechanical Star Clan. Never heard of it. After Seiduo's explanation, Yimo finally understood the Mechanical Star Clan. According to Seiduo, As the name implies, the Mechanical Star Clan is a super force composed of robots. The composition of them is composed of various Mechanical Star Clans. The leader is a super large robot called Mechanical War Emperor. Why attack the Mechanical Star Clan? Because the Devourer is more familiar with the Mechanical Star Clan and has the best relationship with them. Yi Mo. You still want to attack the Mechanical Star Clan even though we have a good relationship? Saito nodded, because I'm killing my acquaintances. Brother, you see, we have such a good relationship with the Mechanical Star Clan. If I find a reason to visit the Mechanical Star Clan's headquarters, they will definitely not refuse, right? When the time comes, Big Brother will take action and directly carry out a decapitation operation. Kill the Mechanical Star Clan on the spot. Yi Mo. You're great at putting justice above personal interests. They even thought of a plan for me. Yi Mo patted Seiduo on the shoulder and said, it's a lifetime of luck for the Mechanical Star Clan to have a friend like you. Yi Mo was obviously speaking in a sarcastic way, and Seiduo accepted it calmly, as if he was just a good brother. Big Brother, thank you for your praise. As brother forces, we should share the good times and the bad times together. I can't wait for Big Brother to conquer the Mechanical Star Clan and let the entire Mechanical Star Clan bathe in your glory. The entire Mechanical Star Clan will thank me by then. Yi Mo. Are you sure you are thanking yourself? Not thanking your ancestors. The side effects of the law of the strong are so terrible. But it's okay this way. Seiduo has come up with a plan, and Yi Mo can just follow it. Yi Mo carefully thought about Seiduo's plan and agreed with Seiduo's point of view. While the news that Yi Mo has conquered the Star Devourer Alliance has not spread, other forces have no defense, so take this opportunity to expand the results of the war. Pretend to send an invitation letter to the ruler of the Mechanical Star Clan, the Mechanical War Emperor. Under the pretext of discussing confidential events with the Mechanical Star Clan, enter the core hinterland of the Mechanical Star Clan and kill all the high-level officials of the Mechanical Star Clan in one fell swoop. Under the effect of Yi Mo's 80% strong law, if he is lucky, he can successfully conquer the high-level officials of the Mechanical Star Clan and occupy the entire Mechanical Star Clan. There are risks, but the rewards are also huge. Yi Mo thought about it and made this deal. Yi Mo immediately arranged for Seiduo to send an invitation letter to the Mechanical War Emperor in his personal name, saying that he wanted to discuss important matters with the Mechanical War Emperor. As expected, the Mechanical Star Clan, who had no defense, easily agreed to Seiduo's request. After all, this was a request from the King of the Devourer. If you don't agree, you will be offending the other party. Moreover, the Devourer Alliance and the Mechanical Star Clan have been friendly for thousands of years, and there has never been any war. The naive Mechanical Star Clan did not think of anything unfavorable to them at all. In this battle, Yi Mo took the initiative to attack the Mechanical War Emperor. He went all out. The Super Saiyan bloodline, the divine armor, and the true damage effect of the divine sword. It directly hit the Mechanical War Emperor. The Mechanical War Emperor's huge body shook 3 times, and then, there was no effect. There was no way. The Mechanical War Emperor's body was too huge. Even if Yi Mo's true damage effect could ignore the Mechanical War Emperor's powerful shield and directly cause damage to the Mechanical War Emperor himself, the possible damage would only be a small corner of the Mechanical War Emperor. It was like fighting with someone and finally breaking a layer of skin on the opponent's finger. Compared with the huge body of the Mechanical War Emperor, the damage caused by Yi Mo was almost negligible. That's it. The Mechanical War Emperor laughed. What he feared the least was getting hurt. His huge body was the best defense against damage. No matter how high the opponent's attack power was, he had a lot of blood. Yi Mo used all his strength and didn't even take down 1% of his blood. What can you do to me? What's more, the Mechanical War Emperor also had an absolutely powerful recovery power. This power was just as it meant. The Mechanical War Emperor had countless nano-level repair robots that could quickly repair his injuries. The little injury Yi Mo caused to him was only repaired by the Mechanical War Emperor in a flash. At the same time, the Mechanical War Emperor also launched an attack on Yi Mo. Countless warships of the Mechanical Star Clan flew out from the Mechanical War Emperor's body and attacked Yi Mo. The entire galaxy was shrouded in the artillery fire of the Mechanical Star Clan. Even if there were trillions of enemies on the opposite side, they would be wiped out under this terrifying artillery attack. It's a pity that Yimo was protected by the divine power armor and was not affected at all. This made the Mechanical War Emperor speechless. I thought my defense was high enough, but I didn't expect that your defense was higher than mine. In the first fight, it seemed that both sides were helpless against each other. But soon, Yimo moved again. The Mechanical War Emperor saw Yimo attacking again and couldn't help but taunt him. Forget about your tickle attack. It won't work on me. Is that so? Yimo sneered and used his infinite power. He concentrated all his power on one point and hit it out. At this moment, Yimo's power increased by more than 100 times. Can you take this punch? Yimo punched down fiercely. The fist wind brought a huge shock wave and directly hit the warship of the Mechanical War Emperor. With a roar, the entire warship of the Mechanical War Emperor broke into 2 pieces. The full force of infinite force was so terrifying. But Yimo was also drained of all his strength in an instant. Fortunately, with the blessing of the Divine Power wristband, he could have 3 opportunities to replenish energy a day. Yimo was resurrected on the spot with full health and mana again. Is this punch just to tickle you? Yimo said with a smile. The Mechanical War Emperor didn't say anything, but he was shocked. This was the first time in his life that he had received such a serious injury, and it was just a punch from an opponent. This is amazing. Why did this kid's attack power become so strong? Otherwise, the Mechanical Emperor would not have asked him to negotiate. I did it. I'll give you half a minute, surrender or die. There is no other way out. Yimo said directly to the Mechanical Emperor. Let me surrender. This is a joke. The Mechanical Emperor didn't believe that he would be defeated by an unknown junior. Okay. I surrender. I've shown my sincerity, but you have to be exposed to the disease infection of our Mechanical Star Clan. Is the Mechanical War Emperor really going to surrender? Of course not. The Mechanical War Emperor is just retreating to advance, and he wants to use this opportunity to get rid of Yimo's control. As long as Yimo has a way to solve the downtime command of their Mechanical Star Clan infection, then he, the Mechanical War Emperor, has the confidence to take this opportunity to repair the information defense loophole and ensure that this kid's moves will not be useful twice at the same time. Yimo smiled, waved his hand, and the infection of the Mechanical Star Clan was all healed. Okay, you. The Mechanical War Emperor did not expect Yimo to be so easy to talk to. He was about to attack, but he saw Yimo snap his fingers again. The Mechanical Star Clan was infected with the downtime command again. The Mechanical Star Clan, which had originally recovered its mobility, was once again unable to move. The purpose of Yimo's doing this was to let the Mechanical Star Clan know that their lives were in his hands. This downtime command, Yimo could activate it if he wanted to, and could not activate it if he did not want to. Yimo could see what the Mechanical War Emperor was thinking. Playing word games with him, this Mechanical War Emperor was a little naive. The Mechanical War Emperor realized that he had thought too much, and his little thoughts had long been seen through by his opponent. It was impossible to pretend to surrender. The most fatal thing was that he had no way to resist this downtime command. As long as Yimo had a thought, he could activate the ability of the downtime command. At first, the Mechanical War Emperor thought he could fight against this strange power, but later he found out that he had thought too much. As soon as the idea of surrender appeared, it triggered an 80% probability of the law of the strong. The activation condition of the law of the strong is not enough to just say surrender, but you need to really have the idea of surrender in your heart. The next second, the Mechanical War Emperor was successfully brainwashed by the law of the strong, and became Yimo's little fan. When the Mechanical War Emperor said the word, Big Brother, to Yimo, Yimo knew that this matter was successful. The Mechanical Star Clan is a little different from other super forces. The Mechanical Star Clan is the only race. The Mechanical War Emperor has absolute say in the Mechanical Star Clan. If the Mechanical War Emperor says go east, there will definitely be no robots going west. With the surrender of the Mechanical War Emperor, Yimo successfully recovered the entire Mechanical Clan. Like the Devourer, Yimo incorporated the Mechanical Star Clan together. It only took half a day. But during this period of time, the news that Yi Mo, an outsider, broke through two superstar clans in succession spread like wildfire. The other superpowers all knew that there was a force called the Universal Star Alliance in the outer universe, which had taken down two superpowers in just 5 days. They had made these two superpowers their own. That was not all. After being incorporated, these two conquered forces not only did not resist at all, but also looked like they were following Yi Mo's lead. God Mo, beg for help. When Yi Mo knew the whole story, he was quite speechless. A group of aspiring young people wanted to catch up with me, but they got into trouble and came to me for help. What are you trying to do? Yi Mo found the confession of the genius lords interesting. Just make the matter clear and there is nothing to hide. Yi Mo nodded. Since you want to catch up with me, I will give you this opportunity. Just have fun in the Lord's hegemony. To be honest, Yi Mo was quite happy to know that among all the lords, some lords 700 had entered the space exploration stage. Otherwise, it would be too boring to crush them with absolute strength. Especially when Yi Mo knew that one of the lords could use the lord's talent to let other lords play the anchor lord to send troops, he was even more amazed. What kind of lords have abilities? God of Mo, how many troops are you going to send this time? A genius lord asked. Is 1,000 enough? Yi Mo gave a number. 1,000. Are you sure you are not kidding us? The genius lords were surprised. With only 1,000 soldiers, what can they do? Yi Mo thought about it and nodded. 1,000 cosmic subjects are too many. How about 100? It's like killing a chicken with a butcher knife. 100 Qingqiu Fox Star Clan is more than enough to deal with all situations. Isn't it just 3 galaxy-level forces? Even if there are 30 galaxy-level forces, they will tremble in front of the Super Saiyan Qingqiu Fox. 100. The lords of the Invincible Alliance went crazy. What can 100 cosmic citizens do? But when they saw the fighting power of the Qingqiu Fox, they went even crazier. 100 Qingqiu Foxes killed the coalition forces of tens of billions of galaxy forces and defeated them step by step. With one shock wave, 1/10 of the fleet of the Galaxy Coalition was gone. What does that mean? The appearance of the Qingqiu Fox is already amazing enough, but no one expected that their strength is even more amazing. It can be described as against the sky. At this time, the lords of the Invincible Alliance thought of the star rating of the Qingqiu Fox. 1 star. You call this a 1-star cosmic citizen. I believe it even if you call it a 100-star cosmic citizen. This group of foxes is too fierce. The impact of the Qingqiu Fox battle was also sent to the chat group of the whole region by some lords of the Invincible Alliance, which immediately attracted the attention of all other lords. Holy shit. Is this a Qingqiu Fox? 100 Qingqiu Foxes are chasing a fleet of tens of billions of aliens. Am I watching a god? No wonder Yi Mo is invincible and looks down on everyone. If I have this group of Qingqiu Foxes, I can do it too. Who said this is a 1-star troop? This is a 100-star troop. This figure, this appearance, is absolutely amazing. He is definitely the number one among all the lords of the universe. As a lord, Yi Mo must be very happy. Are you sure it's happiness and not romantic happiness? Envious. Envy +1. Envy +2. Envy +10,086. Yi Mo lazily lay on the throne, enjoying the VVVVIP service of several girls massaging his shoulders and legs and feeding him food. He was indeed very happy. The voice thought 21 times. Yi Mo was stunned on the spot. I just threw out 21 punches casually. I won so easily. This Super Saiyan 2 form is too fierce, right? Yi Mo never thought that this battle would end in such a dramatic way. After recaptured the leaders of 21 super forces, the forces they belonged to also surrendered easily. There was no way to surrender if you don't want to. Even if Yi Mo didn't subdue the leaders of these 21 super forces, victory was only a matter of time. Yi Mo won. In just 1 week, he completed the feat of a snake swallowing an elephant. In one fell swoop, he swallowed up 21 super forces. Ding! Congratulations to Dragon Country Lord Yi Mo for successfully annexing 23 superpowers. Becoming the first lord to possess a hegemonic power. Obtain the first reward for occupying a hegemonic power. First time occupancy reward. Personal attributes increased tenfold. Yi Mo whistled. He was already strong enough, and his personal attributes were increased tenfold, plus the blessing effect of Super Saiyan 2. Will these alien forces still have a way out in the future? Definitely not. The news that Yimo became a hegemonic force spread to all the Lord regions immediately. The other lords were still confused and at a loss. How long has it been? Godmo has given another first-time occupancy reward. By the way, what is a hegemonic force? It sounds awesome. In fact, Yimo is not very familiar with hegemonic forces. Like superpowers, they are all unique products of this core universe. In the outer universe, it is very good that someone knows it. According to the explanation of the leader of the superpower, this hegemonic power is the truly powerful existence in this universe. The conditions for becoming a hegemonic power are very difficult. There are only two ways. One is to have more than 20 superpowers. The other is to have dominated the entire universe but then declined. Most of the hegemonic forces were once the kings of this universe. They unified the entire universe for an era. They are the real behemoths of this core universe. Yimo understood after listening to their explanation. Once dominated the entire universe and became the master of this universe, the hegemonic forces are so terrifying. Since they can dominate the entire universe, their strength must be extraordinary, even if they declined later. A lean camel is bigger than a horse, right? Mo decided to gather his forces and declare war directly on the hegemonic forces. There is no time to wait. He has everything ready, and continuing to wait is just a waste of time. A week later, Yimo suddenly appeared at the doorstep of the hegemonic force, the Holy Empire. This hegemonic force that dominates the universe by strengthening people in various forms was challenged by someone blocking the door. Yimo, the purpose this time was clear, which was to target the ruler of the Holy Empire, the Emperor. As long as the Emperor could be captured, the Holy Empire would easily fall into Yimo's hands. When he came, Yimo also had a clear understanding of the situation of the Holy Empire. The Holy Empire was brave and good at fighting, and what they could not stand the most was the provocation of their spiritual leader, the Emperor. If anyone provoked their spiritual leader, these super warriors of the Holy Empire would fight with their lives and swear to defend the dignity of their spiritual leader, the Emperor. Yimo found targeted materials for 2 Overlord-level forces from the Hero Lord Maul. Anti-pollution protective liquid for the Dark God, God-killing crystal. The lighter one is that after taking it, it can greatly resist the pollution effect of the Dark God and cannot be brainwashed and controlled by the Dark God. The latter is to turn the God-killing crystal into powder and integrate it into the weapon, which can cause fatal damage to the Dark God. Yimo also specially prepared a special boxing glove for the Qingqiu foxes for this purpose. Of course, this kind of fatal damage, even if the Dark God is really killed, the Dark God will be reborn again in the alien space. But it doesn't matter. Yimo only needs to defeat the Dark God once. As long as the law of the strong is activated, the Dark God will become his most loyal follower. In order to deal with the Lord of Death, Yimo prepared a special targeted material called the Source of Life. Just like clear spring water, it can well restrain the death-absorbing ability of the Lord of Death. These 3 targeted resources are not cheap, and each one requires 100,000 cosmic energy crystals to buy one. Yimo calculated that if he wanted to arm all the Qingqiu foxes, he would have to buy at least 10 million cosmic energy crystals. With Yimo's current money, it was not enough. Yimo thought he was rich with more than 1 million cosmic energy crystals, but it turned out that I was still very poor. Fortunately, there was a holy place for wooling, the trading platform for all regional lords. Yimo used a lot of cosmic materials and wooled the lords of each region. After not seeing each other for more than 10 days, these lords were obviously richer than half a month ago. This was also due to the cosmic weapons that Yimo sold to them, which greatly accelerated their speed of brushing cosmic energy crystals. Yimo successfully collected 200 trillion cosmic energy crystals on the trading platform, which was 100 trillion more than expected. This is very cool. Yimo armed the Qingqiu foxes and didn't rush to attack the 2 Overlord-level forces head-on. Yimo first used a trick to provoke a war between the 2 Overlord-level forces. The 2 Overlord-level forces originally had a deep hatred. Even though they had not fought each other for a long time, it was because both sides had no way to destroy each other. However, under Yi Mo's instigation, the Dark God thought that the Lord of Death was going to attack them actively. The Dark God took the initiative and sent a large number of polluters to attack the Lord of Death. This ignited the fuse of the war between the Dark God and the Lord of Death. Yi Mo saw the opportunity, and when the two forces were fighting fiercely, he really took the Qingqiu Fox Star clan into the alien space to find the whereabouts of the Dark God. The place where the Dark God lives in the alien space is called the Happy Land, and each Happy Land is the manifestation of the Dark God's own ideal world. For example, the Happy Land factory of the God of Killing is an endless ancient battlefield with constant wars, and the Happy Land of the God of Gluttony is a huge eating field. Finding the Happy Land is equivalent to finding the corresponding Dark God. It is not easy to find the corresponding Dark God in the huge alien world. Fortunately, Yi Mo unlocked the 10th level technology planet. Yi Mo coughed twice, and then walked out of the alien space. Unlike the indifferent attitude of God King Yaduo, Yi Mo, who was covered in wounds, was obviously in a much more embarrassed state. It was not that Yi Mo's injuries were more serious than Yaduo's, but that God King Yaduo's recovery ability was too strong. It was so strong that he only needed one breath to recover from the serious and dying injuries to perfection. The physical fitness of the celestial gods was so terrifying. If Yi Mo had not been blessed with the Super Saiyan 4 form, and had restraining resources, which greatly reduced the innate abilities of God King Yaduo, it would be hard to say who would win or lose. We won. We won. The Master won. O2 Lingyun and several girls cheered. The Star Clan under Yi Mo also cheered. Long live the Master. The Master is invincible. The cheers were endless. Who would have thought that in less than half a year, Yi Mo would rule the entire first universe? This speed is simply amazing. All the boasts Yi Mo made in the past have come true. The most excited ones are the Qingqiu Foxes. The Master said that he would lead them to win easily, and he really led them to win easily. From the most useless star clan in the universe, they have grown into the strongest star clan in the universe, standing at the top of the universe. Master wins. I knew Master is fine. Master is so strong. Who can bear it? Ling Ying said happily. Others. We always feel that you are driving, but we have no evidence. Yi Mo was also happy. He used all his strength in this battle and almost lost. Fortunately, the Super Saiyan 4 state and the Golden Superman bloodline were powerful. In the end, the bald man won by one move. Ding! Congratulations to Lord Yi Mo for successfully occupying the 6th universe and becoming the undisputed king of the 1st universe. First place reward. Title of King of the 6th universe. Title of King of the 6th universe. All forces in the 6th universe bow down to you, and you have the right to command any force in the 6th universe. Yi Mo's achievement this time quickly spread throughout the entire universe. The lords were all confused and bewildered. They had just finished their respective planets and were ready to explore the space. You told me that Yi Mo became the king of the universe. Are you kidding me? What kind of international joke is this? At the beginning, someone said that God Mo was so awesome. Could it be that before they started space exploration, God Mo would occupy the entire universe? At the beginning, I just thought that others were joking. Who would have thought that this was really true? Yi Mo really did it. He ruled the universe in half a year. This speed is simply amazing. Many lords said, God Mo, please accept my knee. But Yi Mo fell into deep thought. He has become the king of the universe, why didn't he receive a prompt that the challenge was over? Could it be that? Ding! As Dragon Country Lord Yi Mo unified the 6th universe, the multi-universe war zone is opened. The Lord of the 6th universe can fight in the universe and fight with the lords of other worlds. 143. I wish you great luck and prosperity. Become the king of the universe. Yi Mo. All lords. Sure enough, after hearing the hint from the 6th universe, Yi Mo knew that this lord world was not ordinary. There might be other universes. He didn't expect that there really were. Yi Mo stood up from the throne, glanced at the cheering tribesmen below, and looked towards the universe. The game isn't over yet. Are you ready to conquer other universes with me? Fight, fight, fight. The tribesmen cheered. In their eyes, Yi Mo was an omnipotent god. Yi Mo nodded. A new journey had begun. It is not an easy thing to enter other universes. Yi Mo needs to think of other ways. And Yimo learned from some relevant information that to enter other universes, one must pass through a place called a special wormhole. Yimo just wanted to say that there are wormholes everywhere in this universe. The location of this wormhole is at the center of this universe. He was originally controlled by the Celestial Clan, and now the Celestial Star Clan has been conquered by Yimo, so this wormhole is naturally under the responsibility of Yimo. Yimo can enter the wormhole at will, but if other races want to enter the wormhole, they must get permission from Yimo. But before entering, Yimo also knew some things. Since the Celestial Star Clan controls this wormhole and does not allow other races to enter, it means that this level is not ordinary. According to the Celestial Star Clan, there are many dangers in this wormhole. In order to prevent other powerful monsters in the brother universe from entering this wormhole, or to say that some blind guys go from the wormhole to other universes and cause disasters. There are countless forked roads in the wormhole. And at every fork in the road, there will be powerful cosmic monsters guarding. Even if they encounter these cosmic monsters, they may not be able to defeat them. If they can't defeat the cosmic monsters, they may kill them all. It seems that the Celestial Star Clan has thought about rushing through the wormhole to other universes, but they suffered heavy losses every time. And there is little meaning in going to other universes. The Celestial Star Clan no longer has the idea of going to other universes, and block the entrance of this wormhole. Prevent the monsters inside from running out. No, he is ready, he doesn't need to wait any longer, he wants to see what the other universes are like. He has now dominated this universe. There is no point in staying in this universe any longer, and Yimo found that since his strength has increased, his desires have become stronger and stronger, and things that he dared not imagine before have now been realized one by one. He found that he wanted to conquer this multiverse. Explore the mysteries of Joe. According to the Celestial Star Clan, they are only one of the founders of this universe. There are many other powerful founders. These guns are founders, not in this sixth universe, but in other universes. They are powerful, and almost every founder has a very strong law power. To put it bluntly, other universes are guarded by these founders. If Yimo wants to conquer other universes, he must fight against these 363 founders, but there is a prerequisite, that is, Yimo must pass through the wormhole of the level 363 universe monster. According to the Celestial Star Clan, even Yimo might not be able to escape unscathed and defeat the cosmic monsters guarding the wormholes safely. He might be defeated by these cosmic monsters. If these cosmic monsters were not strong enough, their multiverses would have been connected to each other long ago. These cosmic death eels have a death ability called Mark Erasure. This ability is very interesting. As long as you accidentally pass by the footprints they have walked before, you will be wiped out by these cosmic death eels. This is actually a law power. Yimo did not expect that cosmic monsters would also use the power of laws. Yimo only thought that advanced cosmic races like the Celestial Star Clan could use the power of laws. It seems that he is short-sighted. But somehow, cosmic monsters that can use the power of laws must not be simple cosmic monsters. Yimo also noticed that the level of these cosmic monsters is actually 22, which is 2 levels more than those cosmic multifaceted monsters just now. This is very intriguing. Could it be that the deeper you go into this wormhole, the higher the level of these cosmic monsters will be? Yimo thought about whether it was possible for me to do so. If this was the case, Yimo might encounter higher level cosmic monsters in the future. In this case, Yimo would have to be mentally prepared. He might very well encounter those cosmic monsters that even his Chincho foxes would not be opponents. Of course, all this was just Yimo's assumption that Yimo had not encountered them yet, and everything was in the assumption. But fortunately, Yimo also discovered a problem, which was to deal with these cosmic monsters. If you are careful about their death power, it will be very easy to deal with them. And they have eyes of insight. Not only can they see the detailed information of cosmic monsters, but they can also see the weaknesses of these cosmic monsters. Like the cosmic death eels that Yimo encountered this time, they have a big weakness. These cosmic death eels are very afraid of cold. Generally, when they are in an extremely cold state, their ability to move and react will be greatly slowed down. You must know that the death ability of these cosmic death eels is that they cannot let anyone walk through the path they have walked through. Once their actions are raped, their movement will also slow down. In this way, the threat to the Qingqiu fox will be greatly reduced. I found after finding out the weaknesses of these cosmic death eels, Yimo decided to strike first. Don't these cosmic death eels like to swim around in this space? Freeze them into an ice sculpture and see how they can still swim around. Yimo quickly came up with a plan and told you the plan. The Qingqiu foxes immediately understood and decided to strike first. What's interesting is that these cosmic death eels had no intention of attacking the Qingqiu foxes. They obviously discovered the presence of the Qingqiu foxes in Yimo. But they just ignored it and swam around in this wormhole space, constantly. In this space, they left their marks. If you look closely, you will find that wherever the cosmic death eels pass, there will be a group of light-colored white mists left there. It is also said that no matter what, the Qingqiu foxes cannot touch this white mist, or walk into the root of this white mist, otherwise they will be wiped out. The main thing is that if you are pushed by him, no matter how strong your defense rate is, you will be pushed to pieces in this wormhole. This is also similar to the power of law, so Yimo is also very careful about this. He knows that even if his Qingqiu foxes are pushed by this horn, they will definitely feel uncomfortable. This is called the power of law. Including other cosmic monsters living in this wormhole, it seems that they will use some power of law more or less. No wonder they have a hand in this wormhole. As long as there are these cosmic monsters, the general cosmic fleet has no way to pass through. I am afraid that if they encounter a few waves of such cosmic monsters recently, they will be beaten to pieces and have no way to survive. That is to say, they encounter him, Yimo. Yimo, plus his subordinates have high combat effectiveness, and Yimo can use the Lord Trading Mall to buy targeted materials. In this way, Yimo can be invincible in this wormhole. Similarly, Yimo used the Eye of Insight to see the weaknesses of these cosmic giant bulls. The weaknesses of these cosmic giant bulls are in their abdomens. There is a weak spot in the abdomen. If you attack that spot, these cosmic giant bulls will have no way to fight back. It's just like the lighting of masters in ancient martial arts novels. As long as their sights are broken, their combat effectiveness will be greatly reduced. The most important point is that once the weakness in the abdomen is broken, the power of the giant horns on their heads that can crush everything will disappear. Knowing the weaknesses of these cosmic giant bulls, Yimo directly gave orders to the Qingqiu foxes to take action. The Qingqiu foxes took advantage of the fact that these cosmic giant bulls did not react and rushed directly towards the cosmic giant bulls. The cosmic giant bulls did not expect that the Qingqiu foxes would rush over like this and be late. The number of cosmic giant bulls is more than 300 million, while the number of Qingqiu foxes is only 30 million, which is a ratio of 10:1. The cosmic giant power demon bull discovered the Qingqiu foxes at that time. They were still young and wanted to come over to kill them. They wanted to see the Qingqiu foxes fleeing in all directions, but they didn't expect the Qingqiu foxes to rush directly towards them. Are these Qingqiu foxes a little stupid? Don't you see how many people they have? So many brothers. They dare to rush towards them. They are simply tired of living. But what made these experts think again was that after the Qingqiu foxes rushed to them, they did not attack them directly, but went around under them and attacked their abdomen directly. The speed of the Qingqiu foxes was very fast. Under the driving of the second form of Super Saiyan, Good King, their attributes were completely higher than those of the cosmic giant power demon bulls in front of them. They just attacked the abdomen weakness of the cosmic giant power demon bulls. Then the whole universe was filled with roars and screams of pain like slaughtering pigs. He remembered that the way to find the way out of the maze is to walk along the front wall. Then he decided to try this method. He walked along the last intersection of the maze to see if he could find a way out. You should know that Yimo's time is running out. He only has 1.5 months to get out. If he still can't get out within 1.5 months, then he can only say sorry. He can only return the same way. And it may take a long time to return the same way. Yimo feels that the pressure of this wormhole space on him and his subordinates is getting greater and greater. At the beginning, there was only 1% of pressure, but now it is 10%. In other words, Yimo is mainly in this wormhole space. If he can use 100% of his strength before, he can only use 90% of his strength now. This is very bad news for him and his subordinate Qingqiu fox. If the level of the cosmic monsters encountered in the deep moon is higher, the strength is stronger, but their strength is under pressure because of this wormhole. This leads to a decline. Mainly, when they encounter stronger opponents, their combat effectiveness will become closer. But the Qingqiu foxes themselves are fearless, because they are by Yi Mo's side. In their eyes, as long as they follow Yi Mo, they are invincible. They believe that under Yi Mo's guidance, they will soon stand out from this place and go to the next universe to carry out their legendary career. Thinking about occupying other universes, it feels exciting to think about it. Maybe they have been with Yi Mo for a long time, and their minds have begun to open up. Unlike the cautious and timid at the beginning, since they have the Super Saiyan blood, the Qingqiu foxes may have been affected by the blood of the Super Saiyan. They have become more awesome and want to challenge the gunman. They want to see what kind of terrible existence there is in other universes. Yi Mo can fight with them in this sixth universe. It can be said that the Qingqiu foxes under his command are actually the most powerful existence. In order to become stronger, the Qingqiu foxes with the blood of their ancient family members need to challenge stronger strongmen. Such strongmen can only be found in other universes. This time, Yi Mo will take them to fight in other universes. If they can meet the princess and the powerful strongman, it will be a very good thing for the Qingqiu foxes. Yi Mo had to lead the Qingqiu fox to walk in this wormhole for another 3 years, and finally reached the next fork in the road. During these 3 days, Yi Mo had several girls to accompany him. Yi Mo did not feel too lonely during the study time. Hard work pays off. Yi Mo led his Qingqiu foxes to find the next fork in the road, and ran to the next fork in the road. They believed that they would reach the next universe. It would be even closer. This time, the cosmic monster that Yi Mo predicted was called the Universe Overlord Lion King. This kind of cosmic monster was also the first time Yi Mo had seen it. In fact, Yi Mo had heard about it in the chat area of the Lord World before. Some people's arms were similar to the cosmic 100-armed monster. For example, the 100-armed Shura. Yi Mo felt that the cosmic 100-armed monster he encountered now was a bit similar to those arms, but Yi Mo, you have seen those arms, so you are not very clear. It is possible that many cosmic monsters are suitable for those types and have similarities. Yi Mo found many cosmic monsters in this wormhole. They were not cosmic monsters at the beginning. But because of some specific reasons, they became cosmic monsters. In this way, their forms are different from those cosmic monsters in the outside world. Of course, Yi Mo also noticed that the strength of the cosmic monsters in this place is very strong. Each cosmic monster has its own death power. It can be said that the cosmic monsters here are the most powerful cosmic monsters Yi Mo has ever encountered. Yi Mo went to bed. I will see what ability this cosmic 100-armed monster has, because the closer you get to the inside of the wormhole, the more powerful the cosmic monsters around it are. Yi Mo can feel the powerful momentum of this cosmic monster from a distance. Needless to say, these cosmic monsters are also some very powerful close combat masters. Yi Mo also noticed the introduction of these cosmic monsters. The introduction of these cosmic monsters is that they are particularly powerful, and they are very good at various fighting skills. In other words, as long as you slowly go up to fight them, you may not be able to beat them. Of course, this is just a guess. Yi Mo saw through the display of the Lord's world that the special ability of these cosmic monsters is that they are transformed into various fighting techniques. And the most important thing is that they can absorb the opponent's combat experience and constantly strengthen themselves. From this point of view, these cosmic monsters are actually a group of fighting masters. Yi Mo found that his Qingqiu foxes also began to be eager to try. It may be the effect of the fusion of the ancient Saiyan bloodline, so these Qingqiu foxes are particularly interested in cosmic monsters, that is, cosmic monsters that are particularly good at close combat. They are more interested and always want to compete with each other. Moreover, the aura emitted by these cosmic monsters is obviously much higher than that of Qingqiu foxes. If Qingqiu foxes go up to fight them like this, it is estimated that they will not be the opponents of these cosmic monsters, but Qingqiu foxes have the second form of Super Saiyans. In this way, as long as the Super Saiyan 2 form is used, it should be the opponent of these Space 100-armed monsters. Of course, there is no guarantee that these Space 100-armed monsters have some wallpaper introductions. Yi Mo saw that the Qingqiu fox was so eager to try. Qian Zhao, it is estimated that they are affected by the Saiyan blood in their bodies, because Saiyans are particularly good at democracy. If they meet a good opponent, they will not be able to resist their inner goodwill and want to compete with the opponent. Obviously, Qingqiu Fox is in this state now. If you want to deal with such a huge cosmic monster, you will have to spend some energy, and Yi Mo also knows that the weaker the cosmic monsters are, the stronger their ability to resist attacks will be. For example, if the Qingqiu Fox faces them, you will have to spend some energy, and you will have to use more powerful attack capabilities to attack these cosmic monsters. This was also proved in the subsequent battles, but the problem is that the most powerful point of these cosmic monsters is that they are different from other cosmic monsters in one round. Other cosmic monsters may be able to ignore the attacks of the Qingqiu Foxes, but these cosmic 100-arm monsters can actually absorb the attacks of the Qingqiu Foxes. If the Qingqiu Foxes use Qigong waves or red heat rays to hit them, they will absorb this power into their bodies and convert it into their own power to attack the opponent. Yi Mo discovered that these cosmic monsters are all capable of absorbing the opponent's ability. To put it bluntly, it is to use the power of the opponent to absorb the opponent's ability and use it for yourself. This is a very big test for the Qingqiu Foxes, because it is the first time that Qingqiu Fox Girl has encountered such a difficult opponent. Outsiders BDAB did not expect these cosmic slimes to be so difficult to deal with. Their attacks have almost no effect on cosmic slimes, but instead increase the attack power of cosmic slimes. In this case, the Qingqiu Foxes have no way to deal with these cosmic slimes. They can't fight in close combat. Once they fight in close combat, they will be swallowed by these cosmic slimes. At that time, these cosmic slimes absorb the power of the Qingqiu Foxes and become more powerful, which will be even more difficult to deal with. However, for long-range attacks, both shock waves and infrared rays will be absorbed by these cosmic slimes. Even the ice breath that was particularly useful for small water droplets before has no effect on these cosmic slimes. Today, the cosmic slimes can still absorb the ice breath they spit out. I didn't expect that these cosmic slimes can also absorb such an absolute 0-degree temperature. What can he do? It can be said that these cosmic slimes are almost invincible. These cosmic slimes also think so. They stand there and let you attack them with a look of enjoyment on their faces. They just want to see what you can do to me. They like to see you want to kill me but can't do anything to me. Yi Mo knew that this time it was his turn to attack. If he didn't attack, it was very likely that the Qingqiu Foxes would be wiped out in this battle. At this time, Yi Mo no longer hesitated. He directly spent a huge amount of 100 trillion energy crystals from the Hero Mall to buy targeted materials for these cosmic slimes. As long as there are these targeted materials, those cosmic slimes will have great weaknesses. This intermediate material will reduce the innate ability of cosmic slimes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and support our channel.